Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited because I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be completing another challenge, and this time I'm doing the 75 fluent challenge. Now, this challenge was actually made by a creator named Logan, and I'm going to have all of her information, all of her socials down below so you guys can check her out. She deserves all of the fame for this. I mean, she put this whole thing together. And so yeah, it's a really cool challenge. And to be honest, this is going to be the third semester, so I'm jumping in a little bit late, but it is what it is. I did originally want to do this challenge in the beginning of the year. It didn't work out that way. Second semester, totally forgot it existed. Third semester, we are back. We are on time. We are going to do it. So yeah, I'm joining in for the summer semester. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a planning with you guys. So I don't know. It's really fun, I think, to watch these kind of videos and just get an idea of what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is going to be reading, the materials and things like that. So I thought I would join in on that. That being said, I am doing the polyglot-in-training version because I'm learning 3 languages right now: Spanish, Korean, and French. And that's really the main reason why I want to do this challenge, is to kind of give some more attention to Korean and French, because at the end of the day, Spanish is just natural for me at this point. I love Spanish so much. It gets all of my time and attention. And then I'm like, I'll do French and Korean here and there. Actually, I do French every day and I do Korean most days. So I'm not being fair, but I only dedicate a little bit of time to them, if I'm being honest. So really my idea with this challenge is that I'm going to be able to give more love and attention to Korean and French. And I hope that at the end of it all, I see myself grow a lot. I'm really hoping that I'll start to feel maybe a little bit more comfortable with podcasts at this point, because that is the main way I've been getting in input for Spanish these days, and I just am not at the level yet where I feel comfortable listening to Korean podcasts or listening to French podcasts. Like, I need the visuals. So I'm hoping that this will kind of give me a little bit of a boost. But yeah, so that being said, my very first material is actually this super cute schedule. Like, I printed it out, I laminated it. It's in Spanish, as you can see. It's actually created by a YouTuber that I really like. Her name is soooo. And yeah, I'm gonna also link her stuff below because she makes these really cute little things. She's an artist, but she does YouTube videos as well. Yeah, she just opened up a shop. I also got this one, but this has nothing to do with the challenge. It's just a menu, like a meal planner for the week. So yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I just love how adorable it is. It was like one of my first times ever buying a digital product. I am very skeptical about digital products. I love physical media. I just do. I have all of my favorite albums since I was a kid. I have movies, like all my favorite movies, I have them on DVD. Like, you know, we're in 2026. I'm still living in 2006. I don't care. So yeah, whenever I bought these, I felt like the way to make myself feel okay about buying a digital product was to get it laminated and printed out. Literally, as soon as I bought it, I like uploaded it into Staples and I ordered it to get it made like this. So yeah, now I'll have them physically forever. But anyways, I'm gonna be using this to make it look all pretty and cute, and just to, especially because I'm gonna be doing like A day, B day, C day, that type of thing. I think it will be really helpful for me to keep track. Plus I work and I have exercise classes that I go to, so that will also be on here to help me just remember, like, okay, that's what I'm doing, especially because I'm working with 3 languages, so I really want to be on top of it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into each language and what it's going to be looking like for me. So to reiterate, Logan did make a video talking about if you want to learn multiple languages while doing this challenge, and it is the polyglot-in-training version of it, which is what I'm doing, but a little bit modified. To be real, y'all, I have to make it work for me. If I'm going to do this challenge well, I have to modify it. I have to make it work for me. And so I'm doing an A day, a B day, and a C day. A C day is Spanish only. So there's going to be one day out of the week where I only have to worry about doing Spanish, which is the day that I go to a ballet class, which is my longest class of the week. It's like an hour and a half, hour 15, no, it's an hour and a half. It's supposed to be an hour and 15 minutes, but she always goes over. So it's always an hour and a half. I love it there. I love it. On that day, I'm going to just make it so that I have to do Spanish and I don't have to worry about anything else, because it's kind of a lot, which will be Thursday. So Thursdays will be my only C day, and then I'm going to go between A day and B days. A days are Korean days with Spanish, and then B days are Spanish and French. Now in Logan's video, that's something else that I'm changing. In her video, she recommends doing your lowest level language every day, and your higher level languages, like kind of going back and forth between those. that just won't work for me. I love Spanish too much. I'm not, can't happen. For me, Spanish has to be an everyday thing. So I just flipped that around a little bit. Even though Spanish is the language I have the highest level in, I have to do Spanish every day. That's just how I operate. And so I'm going to go back and forth between Korean and French. Now, I would say with Korean, I'm probably about A2. French, I am like A0, A1, very, very low in French. I am going to have my A days, my B days, and my C days. So for the A0 to A2 plan, the idea is to do 30 minutes of studying, 2 pages of reading, 1 podcast episode, YouTube video, whatever, and then 5 minutes of speaking. So my modification here is that I will not do speaking. I'm sorry, I just refuse to do speaking this low. In a language, with French, there's no way. It's just 5 minutes of speaking in French. I can't even do 5 seconds. And it's just going to be like a frustration level for me. With Spanish, I did wait a while to start speaking in Spanish. That is not something I regret. With Korean, I do speak in Korean sometimes, but it's whenever I meet with my tutor twice a month. So that's really going to be the only speaking I'm going to force myself to do. In Korean, I might read aloud as I make sentences or something. That's okay for me. Both French, 0 speaking, it's not happening. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like for me with French and Korean. 30 minutes of studying, 2 pages of reading, and then usually it's going to be a YouTube episode for me. If I do make it to podcast, I'm going to be very happy with that. That's my goal. I want to make it to podcast with these 2. But we'll just have to see what shakes. But that's going to be my idea with Korean and French. And then my Spanish days are going to look like basically what she said for B1 to B2. 30 minutes of studying, 3 to 5 pages of reading, which I'll probably do more than that. Journaling, I'm really excited for this one. I love to journal. 1 podcast episode, YouTube video, whatever. I'll probably be doing more than that. Just naturally, I tend to do a lot of things in Spanish every day. Or watch a lot of things, listen to a lot of things in Spanish every day. I just enjoy it. And then 5+ minutes of speaking. That's something I want to do. It's something I already do. I usually take 1 Spanish class a day. I have friends that I talk to in Spanish. It's very natural for me to just speak in Spanish. Now, on days where I don't have anything lined up, I'm going to speak to myself out loud. That is also something I've been doing a lot, and I enjoy it thoroughly. So yeah, now let's talk a little bit about materials. The materials, I'm a little bit worried about the reading portion for Korean and French, but we're just going to have to see what happens. So another modification here is that I'm not using any textbooks. That's not true. I'm using a textbook for Korean. We will get to that. For Spanish, I'm not using a textbook. I am perhaps planning on eventually, I think maybe towards the end of the challenge, I will maybe like start doing like specific lessons. But here's the thing. I pay for Spanish classes already. That is the material I'm using. We don't use a textbook. It's all very natural. I have 1 tutor that I see dedicated for grammar, and she's like a professional teacher on italki. So yes, I'm paying my money, my good money to meet with this woman. So that being said, I am going to use what she gives me. So this is going to mean making notes based off of class. Like, what did we learn? What did we go over? What didn't I know? And then reviewing those notes. That's really what it's going to look like for me, in Spanish. That's going to be the bulk of like what I study during the 30 minutes. Whenever it comes to books, this one's also tricky because I'm not going to have just 1 book to read. I read in Spanish pretty normally. I will say that I'm starting with The House of the Spirits by Isabel Allende. I'm actually doing like a mini book club with one of my tutors with this book, and I ordered it like off of Thrift Books really recently because I wanted to have it physically. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading that with her, and I'm really, really excited for it. So it's gonna be my first book. But I have more Spanish books on my shelf whenever I get done with that one. I don't know what I'll be in the mood for, but I am expecting to read at least 2 to 3, if not more, books in Spanish during this whole semester. So that's just the book I'm starting with, but I cannot tell you what's to come. Oh wait, I will say though, there's also a comic I'm going to be reading on the side of that, which is called Una Cosa Rara. And yeah, I'm excited for that. It's like an online comic. I will leave it down below as well if you're interested in that. It is intended for natives. So is The House of the Spirits. That's also intended for natives. I'm so excited for it because I love magical realism. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. But that's what I'm doing with Spanish whenever it comes to journaling, everything like that. I haven't fully decided what I want to do with journaling. I don't know, like a few weeks ago, I got this idea to like open up a Substack and like make like, I don't know, really pretty like little journaling prompts about in Spanish. Maybe I'll circle back to that. We will find out. I'm really just going to see how I feel. I think that's the biggest thing for me with this challenge is that if I'm going to be successful at it, I have to go off of vibes. So we'll just kind of see how I feel day to day. I think the most important part isn't exactly how I do something, it's just the fact that I'm doing it. So yeah, we will see. I'm really excited for it though. I'm really excited for it. I love writing in Spanish. I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, it will be really good to kind of be a little bit more consistent with it. Now, as for my study materials for Korean, I'm going to be using the textbook that my tutor uses with me in our class. It's free and she gave it to me like in PDF. So yeah, the textbook that we use in class is called the Sogang Korean textbook. It's like the first one. It literally starts with Hangul. We skipped over that whenever I started taking class with her because I already know how to read it. But other than that, it is very beginner. It is very, very beginner. So I'm going to be studying that as well as studying class notes. So that's going to be my textbook in Korean and plus class notes plus the homework that she gives me. I think it's going to be very vocabulary heavy for me whenever it comes to Korean because I feel like with Korean, with everything that I do already with like going to class twice a month, it's not a lot, but y'all, it does add up. Especially because I continue to do stuff outside of class. So for me, I just got a really good thing going with Korean right now. But that plus the comprehensible input videos, I feel like has been very, very helpful. Plus the homework, and she like gives me like all of these things to do to help me like review, which has been so helpful. So really, yeah, just a combination of all of that is really what I'm going to be doing for the 30 minutes. Now, whenever it comes to reading in Korean, I have some books I'm going to play around with. I'm nervous about it, but let me show y'all. So like a very, very long time ago when I was a child, I had some pen pals. And it was like language exchange type of pen pals. Super, super cool. A lot of them were from Korea because at the time I wanted to learn Korean. I'm a beginner now, so I didn't get very far. Okay, I did get kind of far, but then I like fell off for many, many years and I'm returning now. But that being said, during that language exchange with a few pen pals, I acquired some books. I've had these books for literally probably over 10 years. Yeah, they're all just like fairy tales in Korean. Now, some of them are traditional. I think this one is traditional. This one is not. It's Cinderella. We have this one, I think, is a traditional one. And then we have The Little Mermaid. So really, I'll just go between these. Now, even though they're like little fairy tale books with pictures and all that, they are quite heavy. To me, that's heavy. As a beginner, that it's giving heavy. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be honest, but I only have to read 2 pages a day. So I think it'll be nice to really take my time and just kind of like dissect it a little bit, kind of notice grammar. And honestly, I'm just excited to put these books to use. So there's that. I'm really, really excited for it. All right. And then for French, I'm not using a textbook. I'm using a website, which was recommended to me for Canadian French in specific. I'm not getting into that right now. I'm going to make a video. I'm so behind. I want to make a 50-hour update on French because I hit 50 hours in French like a month ago now. I think it's been a while. And I just have not made that video, but I'm going to kind of talk about how I feel about French and like international French and like Canadian French. But the website I'm going to be using is Canadian French Targeted. Now, I'm a beginner, so it's not like, I'm like locking into an accent per se or dialect in French per se, but I am interested in Canadian French. I was recommended that website. I really like the way it looks. I think it's super user friendly. I think it's super aesthetic. It's super clean. It's super easy to use. So I'm just going to be using that. It's easy. It's simple. It's there. There's not a lot to think about. I like that. So I'm going to be using that. I think sometimes I may refer to Lawless French. It's a website I have wanted to like, you know, take a little bit more time to look at. I've done it here and there, but I haven't really gotten too deep into it. So maybe sometimes I'll also use that website. And then my book for French, I don't have any idea. I have tried to look around online to kind of get an idea of what I want to read in French. I don't know. I really just kind of want to find like, I don't know, like short stories in French. I do know there is a website that does those. I don't remember what it's called, but they have like a few like free like short stories. I will probably end up doing something like that. I just want something really light, really accessible. I don't want to spend any money on French. I already spent enough money on Spanish, I'm not gonna lie. So French, we can't do it. But yeah, so those are all of my materials I'm going to be using. I'm really, really excited. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and write everything down now on my little weekly planner sheet. And so yeah, I can have it. Whenever I bought the two, I Got these nice little markers with them. So yeah, I'm gonna be using those. But anyways, yeah, you guys, I'm really excited. She is all finished. I'm really excited. It's cute to see it like all laid out like that. I did just add the weekend on the bottom because I realized while I was doing it, oh, this does not have the weekend, which is not a big deal. Anyways, so yeah, that is it. I'm really looking forward to this challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It's really cute to have it like all here. I am a little bit overwhelmed because sometimes I feel like I'm crazy for trying to learn 3 languages at once, but at the end of the day, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. So anyways, yeah, you guys, that is everything that I have to say for this challenge. I want to wish everybody good luck if you're gonna be joining in on the summer semester. And yeah, if you are, what languages are you learning? Are you doing the polyglot-in-training challenge? I'm really excited, to be honest. And yeah, just good luck to all of us. I will see you guys again in the next video. Bye.